Yo, can somebody please tell me what kind of timing Gojo is on? He keeps on shooting his tongue out, presenting his junk like it's a 5-star meal, and looking at the camera like he's trying to get it pregnant. I don't know, bruh. I thought he was zesty enough as an adult, but turns out in high school, it was even worse. I mean, for real, who talks on the phone like this? Things finally get serious when his teacher is conducting an investigation on his 3 students. His teacher says, "All right, y'all, this is the last straw. I've been getting parent complaints all week because someone keeps flirting with middle school girls. Something about chat snapping. I'm only gonna ask this once. Who is Purple Poppy 69 on chat snap?" The room goes silent. The amount of thigh sweat Gojo is producing is enormous. As much as he wants to say, "That username is mine! I actually came up with it myself!" he holds his ground. Maybe his teacher will think Shoko did it. They both point their finger at the freak sitting in the middle. And he's like, "Wait, Tensei, I can explain. It was for my science project about preteen girls." His teacher's fist crashes into Gojo's smooth, microscopic brain. Soon after, Purple Poppy 69 was deactivated. Hundreds of streaks were lost. The world of science took a huge loss today. Bro, literally less than an hour later, Gojo is already trying to finesse the audience.
He gives the basketball a great big hug as he smashes his face against it.
And he makes sure his head boo-boo gets in the frame too. Shoko's in the back calling the police. Man, and don't get me started on his boyfriend. Him and Gojo are on a mission to save this girl who likes to soak her body in milk. Ghetto has the power to summon hundreds of different curses. So does somebody want to tell me why he only ever picks this one? Why doesn't he ever pick a curse that's like chill, you know, like this one, or like a cool one? Nah, he gotta pick the curse that can't stop throbbing. The one that makes every second feel like a decade. This guy in the hat has a wife and kids back at home, but his wife is gonna leave him after she finds out how far that tongue went down his ear. Meanwhile, Ghetto is sitting there, enjoying every second of it. This is his favorite kind of ASMR. Are you wondering what other kind of curses Ghetto likes to summon? Well, we got this friendly-looking cow pig. My hopes were high until I saw how he was looking at the milk girl. Run for your life, sis. Last but not least, we have the villain for this season. He can't remember the name of his son, but that's okay. He's really good at sitting on his cheeks and watching boats go from left to right. Wow, the white boat one. How epic! A few days later, he's watching boats again, but on a TV this time. And he can't help himself but lick all up on his lips. Then he gets an urgent call. He needs to pick up his son from kindergarten. It's been 5 whole days, and he will not stop crying or sharding himself. Toji's like, "Oh, not this again." So he hangs up. He does not want to miss any of this 4K boat action. Gojo has one job. He cannot afford to fail. Keep Rico safe at all costs. But instead, he's spending his time getting high school girls to thirst after him. I mean, at least he graduated from middle school girls. Congrats, I guess? Every single girl in the room cannot get enough of the way he juts out his hips. And then the teacher is like, "All right, shut up, Gidgets. Y'all aren't even old enough to pull a grandpa, so sit down." Man, they have no comeback for that. Only the baddest of girls can pull a grandpa. Then Gojo hits her with his immaculate game. Hey miss, are you an important passage? Cause you are the highlight of my day. You know? By the way, do you have a Snapchat? Mrs. Chubbs just found her future husband. The only flirting she gets is Philip staying after class because he forgot how to multiply. And Henry, the cashier. The mission to protect Rico is code red. Maximum importance. But how are they spending their time? At the beach, poking sea hot dogs until they bust. Aww, she's sad because after the 18th try, the sea hot dog ran out of fluids. Yeah, I think y'all should be worried about something else. After a long day of treating Rico like a princess, Gojo finally lets his guard down. Toji gets him from behind. You blue-eyed sucker. Gojo's like, dang, bro, why do I feel like we've met before? Toji's like, I've been peeping your rear since you was a little boy. It took me 12 long years, but I can finally sneak up on those cheeks without your eyes sensing me. Ghetto is serious. He doesn't summon his stimulated curses. He whips out the big guns. Then he's like, my precious boyfriend, let me help you. But then Gojo's like, stop it, babe. This guy is light work. I can handle it solo. Toji reveals himself and what is that thing on his body? It looks like something cowpig left in the bathroom. Man, why does it look so happy to be there? Toji boldly announces, this beauty wrapped around my neck is my wife. She is what allowed me to touch her package. Gojo cannot help but start sweating. He wants one of those baddies crawling up his body too. Aw, look, she even has some baby hairs on her head. Ugh, he just pulled something out of her mouth. Oh, bro, look at all that spit. After dumping some more things out of his mouth, Toji sneaks up on those cheeks yet again. But this time, he goes for the throat. Toji fires off a nasty grin. The baby flies are laying eggs on Gojo's face. Ghetto, Rico, and her maid mom finally make it to a safe destination. Filled with emotion, her maid calls out, I guess this is the last time I'm gonna see you. Rico rushes to her and lends her a hearty embrace. Tears flowing, she exclaims, Kodoi, I love you so much. Kodoi starts to cry alongside her and says, I love you too. Meanwhile, Ghetto is in the back, staring super hard at them and breathing super heavy. That boy got one thing on his mind. Where my hug at? Now it's just the two of them walking, and Rico keeps a minimum distance of 20 feet from this nasty goober. Once they make it to the transfer station, Ghetto's like, well, this is where you fulfill your duty and stop living a human life. Unless you don't want to. Rico is flabbergasted. She didn't know she had a choice in the matter. She disputes. Wait, what about that thirsty worm guy outside? Ghetto immediately rebuttals. Don't worry about him, sweetheart. Me and my boyfriend are more than capable of mopping him up. It's your choice to make. What will it be? Rico thinks back to the best times of her life. And immediately, so many memories of the hot dog at the beach come flooding in. She's never had that much fun before. With every cell in her body, she yells out, I want to poke hot dogs at the beach and play with the fluid that comes out for the rest of my life. Ghetto's like, of course you do. So he reaches out his hand and softly asks, so, what do you say you give me that hug? After that, how could she say no? Actually, I don't think he's getting that hug. Toji waltzes up in a black tee 3 sizes too small and goes, sorry bro, those hot dogs were my wife's cousins. I did it for her. In disbelief, Ghetto asks him, where's my boyfriend? Toji grins ear to ear. Oh, him? On the floor with a mouthful of fly fetuses. Ghetto does not summon his sorries. Instead, he summons his 2 strongest curses. Actually, while they are the strongest curses, they are even... Ghetto sends his dragon straight after Toji. Hey, so much for the strongest. Toji handles the dragon no problem. Then he points to his mouth and goes, this is where my wife lives. And smiles like that's something to be proud of. Ghetto doesn't believe him. So Toji's like, let me show you proof. Infatuated with the ball in his hand, Toji says, just look at her. That's the face I fell in love with. Feeling stimulated thanks to her husband's kind words, she starts puffing up and slowly throbbing in his hand. Normally Ghetto would be turned on by this, but he still hasn't forgotten what Toji did to his man. Ghetto sends his whole army of curses at him, but they all get finessed. You are super sorry. Ghetto unleashes his trap card. He realizes that thing around his neck is way too powerful, and he wants it all for himself. That's also how he got these two freaks on his team. He just found the two weirdest people in town and stole their curses. This toilet swimmer will be no different. Ghetto starts sucking up the worm with the power of his love.
This is about to be the hottest collab of all time.
But psych! She's only in the straight, guys. You fumbled! Using his wife's vomit stick, he slaughters Ghetto. He's on the ground crying, but he kicks him in the face. For good measure.
Wow, man, you sure mopped him up.
His wife swallows the stick whole, with pleasure. Then he remembers it's been 2 months and he still hasn't picked up his kid.
Top 10 dad of all time.
Ever wonder what else is in that pretty mouth? If you guessed Rico, you would be correct. I mean, hey, she did say she really liked the beach. And it is definitely super warm and super wet in there. Then this guy with a forehead ball is like,
Yes, this is definitely the real deal.
He puts her in a bag, picks her up, and starts squeezing on her. Buddy, you could have just bought a body pillow. Suddenly, Gojo appears in front of Toji. Man, get a load of the look on their faces. His wife looks zooted out of her mind. Gojo, on the other hand, is a little, nutty. Turns out, that boy got his Snapchat reactivated.
Purple Poppy 69 is back on the map!
Everyone hide your daughters. Toji cannot afford to let Gojo send thirst traps to his future daughter. So he pulls his favorite stick out of his wife's mouth. Oh no! More spit is gushing out than usual. Somebody get that woman a napkin. And while you're at it, get this guy some handcuffs. They tussle, but Gojo is on a whole nother level. The whole time those pregnant flies were having fun on his face. He was cooking up some new abilities. Toji gets serious and makes his wife snuggle up around his waist. Hey man, look at how happy she looks, man. It's pretty cute. Toji fires off his strongest attack. And Gojo, man, let's just say that boy earned the name Purple Poppy. Toji is utterly defeated. He looks like he's about to cry, and she looks like she's going to the bathroom.
Any last words?
Gojo calmly asks. Yeah. Can you raise my daughter Megan for me? She looks like me, but way uglier. Gojo is taken aback, but agrees to this request. Meanwhile, the worm thing crawls up to Ghetto and asks him if he's single
and if he wants a cuddle buddy.
By the look on his face, I think she got rejected. Fast forward to a year later, and ever since Gojo got his Snapchat back,
he's been practically untouchable.
Meanwhile, after Ghetto got mopped up, all of his strongest curses ditched his sorry buns.
Except for these two. They'll never leave him.
So he ends up spending most of his days in the shower, wondering where he went wrong. He misses the days when him and his boyfriend were equals. These days, it's like Gojo is Batman and he's trash can. So he has a bright idea and is like, okay, I think I'm gonna start deleting normal people now. Or as he puts it, monkeys. Gojo's teacher runs up on him and is like, I don't know how to say this and I never thought I would, but you're my second favorite student now. Gojo is bewildered.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm literally on FaceTime with your daughter right now.
Your boyfriend is doing IRL pranks for views. Gojo is at a loss for words. He runs up on his boyfriend and forcefully yells,
Yo, why did you do that to those people?
Ghetto openly replies,
Back in the day, you would look cute, and I would make people feel uncomfortable. And now these days, it's just you looking cute. All by yourself. I'm sick and tired of it. And since when did you get a cool nickname like Purple Poppy? Man, Where's my cool nickname at?
Gojo's mind races for an answer.
How about, Ghetto the Gecko. Or Ghetto the Grape. Yeah, both of those are garbage. I'm done here.
Ghetto vanishes in plain sight and onto his next set of victims. Desperate to do something fun, Gojo hunts down Toji's daughter.
Hi there, sweetie. Your name's Megan, right?
Megan turns around and replies,
Nah, mister, my name's Megumi. And holy moly, you're ugly.
Gojo is about ready to cry. It took him 2 months to find this child. And his dad was so stupid, he forgot his kid's name and gender. Gojo is a professional finesser though. He looks Megumi square in the eyes and says,
I'm actually best friends with Michael Jackson. If you come with me, I'll let you meet him.
No way. I love Michael Jackson. I'll do whatever you say.
Gojo smiles.
Thanks, bro. Let's start you off with your first mission, which is, give me your sister's Snapchat.
Now we're back in the present. Turns out Gojo is having a dream of the past. Megumi asks him,
Sensei? Why were you giggling and rubbing your chest so much while you were sleeping?
Gojo snickers and responds, Man, don't worry about it.
Sucker!
Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land, and enjoy safe pasture. Psalm 37:3. My voice is gone. Please cuddle the like button and comment what you think about this new season. Y'all have a blessed day.